How tall are elite arm wrestlers really? One of the most often exaggerated stats when it comes to arm wrestling has to be height. Excluding some kind of magical intervention where athletes seem to grow and shrink several inches between matches, some of the statistics on height you find online must be wildly unreliable. I am the arm historian, and today we'll do our best to ascertain the true height of some elite arm wrestlers and see how they stack up against each other. We'll do this by looking at build heights in different events, their stated height in online biographies, and by comparing them to other people in videos and photographs. Obviously, it would be a Herculean and nigh impossible task to include every arm wrestler that might be considered capable or elite, so to at least somewhat limit the scope of this video, I'll be choosing some of the most successful and popular arm wrestlers. Current activity or legendary status also played a role in my selection process. If there is any big name that you feel should have been included, let me know in the comments, and I might include them in future videos. With that being said, make sure to subscribe to my channel to catch all the new videos, and top roll that like button. Let's get into it. Our first athlete is multiple world champion and current open weight champ Gabriela Vasconcelos, coming in at around 5'1" or just under 155 centimeters. The smallest in stature on our list, but definitely one of the biggest in relative power and heart. Second on our list is the voice of arm wrestling himself, Coach Ray, standing just under a respectable 5'7" or around 169 centimeters. Up third is a Moldovan athlete that recently lost his title match in East vs West 5 against David Samusha, Daniel Prokopchik, standing proud at just over 5'6" or 171 centimeters. Next is the king of side pressure himself, Mr. Todd Todzilla Hutchings, with a no-hair height of just over 5'10" or just under 180 centimeters. Coming in just half an inch above Todd is Egle Vaitkute, standing over 5'10" or a round 1 meter and 80 centimeters. She lost her last match to the shortest and first puller on our list, Gabby. Talking about recent losses, our next athlete, Evgeny Prudnik, hails from the Ukraine and is shown here standing at a statuesque height of around 6 foot or 183 centimeters. Next up is none other than Hermes Gasparini, looking very dapper and still slightly human here, measuring just over 6'1" or 185 centimeters. Standing at roughly the same size as the aforementioned Italian comes the GOAT himself, John Brezink, at under 6'2" or 186 centimeters. The next puller on our list recently beat the GOAT at East vs West. Kidirgali Angarbayev hails from the arm wrestling nation of Kazakhstan and comes in at 6'2" or 188 centimeters. Opening the gates to the realm of true giants is the current undisputed #1 arm wrestler in the world. The Georgian Hulk, Levan Saginashvili, stands as a boulder of a man at 6'3" or 190 centimeters. Not quite as big of a household name as some of the other pullers on this list, this young man from Kazakhstan is quickly climbing the ranks and earning his stripes as a true elite of the sport. Artyom Morozov stands tall at just around 6'4" or 194 centimeters. Up next is the current East vs West heavyweight champion, the king of the setup, Mr. High Hook himself, the Canadian Devon Larratt, measuring a very impressive 6'5" or over 195 centimeters. Truly immense in stature, but coming off some rough losses to the elites. Representing the US is Derek Smith. Derek stands at a towering 6'7" or 203 centimeters. Topping our lists and the charts today is the ever-impressive Russian giant Vitaly Laletin, coming in just a hair taller than Derek at just over 6'7" or 204 centimeters. This puller lost his last bout to a prime Dave Chaffee in a grueling war. Here are all the athletes together for additional reference. Once again, if you feel like I left some essential pullers out, let me know which ones you'd like to see in a future video. Arm Historian, out.